Hello, everyone. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, it's totally free. They also have creation tools that allow you to edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. How convenient is that? Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many, many more. So, what are you waiting for? You can also make money with no minimum listenership. It's time to get started.
Kingya Network.
All right, everybody, welcome to our show. Welcome to our show. We have a very special guest joining us today. Is Miss Jessica Mack. That's right, you heard it, Miss Jessica Mack. She is live on the Kingya Speaks network. We're going to be networking with Miss Jessica Mack. She's going to talk to you about some good cooking, some good vegan food, and on this Wellness Wednesday. We are talking about Wellness Wednesday today, and we have Miss Jessica Mack on the line. For those of you that are not familiar with who Miss Jessica Mack is, I strongly encourage you to check out her website. She's on Facebook as Jessica Mack, M-A-C-K. Southern Vegan Soul Cafe is the name of her business, Southern Vegan Soul Cafe. So she's going to join us in just a few moments. She's going to tell you a little bit about who she is and about her business and why she became vegan and why she decided to incorporate daily lifestyle. So we are definitely looking forward to hearing from Jessica Mack. I am interested in this vegan food too. I mean, it just looks great. Have you seen the flyer? Check out the flyer. I mean, the food looks great on that flyer. So with no further ado, we are going to bring on Jessica Mack.
Hey, Jessica. Hey. Hello. Can you hear me okay, Lovey?
Jessica, can you hear me?
I can.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
You kind of coming in and out.
Okay, 1 second.
Let's try it again. Okay. It's going well. It's going well. How are you? Can you hear me?
I am amazing.
You are amazing, and I tell you, that food that you are whipping up looks just as amazing as you do as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. So tell us a little bit about who Jessica is, the woman behind the Vegan Soul Cafe. Who are you? What's your background, and how did you get started into this vegan lifestyle? Let's start with some of that.
For sure. Well, I've been vegan for going on 10 years, and it literally changed my life. That's not originally what I did. I actually, from middle school on up, I did hair. I'm a hairstylist, got my license, graduated from high school, and then from there I also sing, so that kind of catapulted me to do what I've been doing before I opened the restaurant. So before I opened the restaurant, I'm a performer. I would sing at different lounges, the casino boats and receptions, just a whole lot of different things. And when I moved to Georgia, because we used to live in Florida, I was trying to get back into the music scene, and it seemed like it was a little difficult at first. And so when we moved to Georgia, I had only been vegan for probably about a year at that. No, a little longer than that. Maybe 2 or 3 years I had been vegan. So I'm looking, okay, let's find these vegan spots in Macon, and there were none. And so my husband at the time, I'm now divorced, but my husband at the time was like, I started to bake for a vegetarian restaurant, which if you don't know the difference between vegetarian and vegan, vegetarians, they still do animal byproducts, so like eggs, milk, cheese, butter, stuff like that from the cow. And vegans, we just have plant-based versions of all those things. So anyway,
yes,
I started baking. Yes.
Yes, we do. I've been vegan since I was 18 years old. So
really?
I definitely appreciate the fact that you just breaking this down. But it ain't about me. It's all about you. Go ahead, finish telling your story. This is
gotta
about
educate the people.
Mack and Vegan Soul Cafe.
For sure. Well, we've been through a couple of name changes because I actually just started out baking. I used to be almost 400 pounds, and so I love sweets, and I love a lot of good flavored food. I didn't really eat. I wasn't one of those big girls that just ate a lot, but when I didn't eat that much, but when I did eat, it was something that wasn't good for me. And so that was my first journey, like, okay, well, if I got too much weight on me, let me try to see if I can make these sweets a little healthier than what I'm doing. Because, if you know anything about pound cake and sweet potato pie and all that good stuff, there's gobs of sugar and gobs of deliciousness in there. And so it was trial and error with me, and I finally perfected a couple recipes that I created, and I started selling them at the market. Like they have a pop-up markets. And I did that for a good solid year or so. And at that time, I was called Sweet Vegan Treats, and I literally only had sweets. And went from there and started. My husband at the time was like, we should do a food truck. And I was like, I don't know about that. But we ventured out. We got a trailer, and he built it from the floor up. And we brought the food truck out, and we got even a better response. People didn't even realize it was vegan. And from there, people was like, well, we kind of need your food more than twice a week because we would only do Wednesday and Thursday at these different pop-up markets. And so we found a space at the farmer's market in Macon, and I was like, let's do it. We just really needed the kitchen part, but it had this front foyer part, so we spent a couple months building that up to how we visually wanted to see it, and we were there for almost 3 years. And we just recently moved to our new location on Vineville Avenue because they wouldn't renew my lease. And that's a long story, but basically I was trying to do open mic night past the hours of me, closing, and the front desk people weren't down for that. And as you know, my background is singing, so when you say I can't sing, I can't do spoken word, I can't do what is my breath, then I'm like, okay, deuces.
Yeah, that's a whole problem. Like, how you gonna take my breath, my voice away from me?
My breath, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a whole problem. But the Most High, the Creator, designed it for them not to renew my lease and to open up another door for me, which is at our new location. We've already tripled in sales, and people can see where we are, and it's just been beautiful. I'm just trying to hurry up and finish the front foyer area so people can come in, so we can eventually do the open mic nights again and get all that popping. So I'm just very, very honored to be on this journey with all those people that are living this lifestyle of vegan, and having a place so that they can come and they can order whatever they want on the menu because everything is 100% plant-based / vegan, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to be a part of.
It's a beautiful thing, and it makes all the difference in the world. It makes all the sense to go vegan. It's a time where people need to be going vegan. I know for Bible thinkers and Bible thumpers and, growing up in church most of my life and from that Christian background as a child, and that it was embedded in us, about the Bible. And then, as I gotten older, when I was about 18, that's when I actually became vegan. I read how in Genesis, I think Genesis chapter 1 verses 26 or 27 or something. I'll confirm that later. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it on another podcast. It ain't gonna be on this one, but nevertheless, it was the point where they were talking about God commanded them after God created, man and woman, Adam and Eve, according to the Bible. He gave them instructions to have power and dominion over the face of the earth, and also to eat from the ground from which they came from. Eat everything that has fruit, all the fruit, vegetables, everything that has stuff. You're supposed to eat that. That should be your meat. That should be your food. And so I adopted lifestyle at 18, and that opened up a whole new can of worms for me and my family when I started speaking to them about vegan and me becoming vegan. And boy, my family said I had lost my mind.
Right.
What you mean? You don't eat no meat? You don't eat no chicken? You don't eat no beef?
Right.
No beef? Boy, you
not
grown
even
up
no
off
fish,
boy.
not even no. Yep.
Right. What you mean you don't eat that? You've lost your mind. So yeah, it was a learning experience. But I did it cold turkey.
Really?
Nevertheless, guys that are just now tuning in, you are listening to Jessica Mack, and you can find her on Facebook as Jessica Mack. Also, her restaurant is So Vegan Cafe on Facebook, and is that the same on Instagram?
It sure is. It's just underscores between each word. Southern Vegan Soul Cafe, underscore in between each word.
Okay. So how long have you been in business now with the vegan restaurant?
It's going on, a little over 4 years now.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations again on that magnificent journey and that path for your vegan lifestyle. I understand that you have been vegan for about 20 years, did you say?
No, almost 10.
Almost 10 years. Well, nevertheless, add another 10 to it, you'll be fine. So you've been vegan for 10 years. What made you, you talked about being vegan. You talked about being overweight. As a vegan of 10 years, what impact has that had on your body, and why would you recommend a vegan lifestyle for those that are maybe struggling with their eating, or maybe happy with where they are, being obese or being overweight or being unhealthy, or not even knowing that they are unhealthy? They may even be healthy. Yeah. But what would you recommend for our listeners?
I would say, because a lot of people, when you first say that you are vegan, the rebuttal is, I can never be vegan, or what can you eat? Those questions are questions I feel that are out of fear of feeling that they really can't do it, or they can't imagine themselves living without consuming meat products. And I say, at least try it for 7 days and let your body tell you what it wants to do. So basically, me personally, I didn't do cold turkey. It took me about 6 months to go completely vegan. So I would literally take one meal for the week, one meal completely vegan. Then the next week I take 2 meals completely vegan. Next week, the whole day completely vegan. And then I just did steps like that because I grew up, I'm an Army brat, so I've been all across the globe, both here and international. I was born in Germany, so I've been a lot of places, and I've tried a lot of different, unfortunately, a lot of different animals I've consumed. And so I say if I can do it, anybody can do it, just because it's a mental piece. So outside of me being almost 400 pounds and having my son at the time, I was encouraged to at least go vegetarian. So in the process of going vegan, I was doing vegetarian in between. So I might do a 100% vegan meal, and then the rest of the week vegetarian. So it was a weaning off experience for me. But I would definitely promote this lifestyle, because when you feed your body the healthy and the healthy nutrients and everything that it needs, is going to perform at the level that it needs to perform. You see what I'm saying? So I'm a restaurant owner. I'm always lifting things. I'm stretching. I'm moving, and I have 2 little ones. I'm a singer, so I have to constantly be up, and so I can't carry too much weight on my body, and I'm only 5'3". So I say to people that are maybe inquiring about it, just try it. Find a vegan spot near you. If you are in Macon or Middle Georgia area, come check me out, because we also do meal prep that I offer people that are on this lifestyle or trying this lifestyle. I'll even go to Atlanta to do meal prep. So I just want to make it available so the excuse of I can't do it or I can never can be out of the way. You have the means now to try it. And if it's not for you, to do it for your family because your family needs you.
That certainly makes sense. And